Hi, this is Tara. I've just finished making my 20 minutes Pilates workout for you. It's focusing on strong and sleek arms. You don't need any equipment. You can do this at home anytime. I hope you enjoy it and let me know how you get on. Okay, so let's start in a comfortable standing position. Feet underneath your hips, hips underneath your shoulders, collarbones broad, and start to roll back your shoulders. Big circles all the way up to your ears. Then start to circle the whole arm back, full range of movement, just getting rid of any tightness and stiffness in the upper back and shoulders. Now taking the shoulders forwards with those circles again. You really notice where you're tight when you're doing these rolls. And taking them into the full arm circle, little plie, lifting through the crown of your head, full stretch. And then taking your shoulders, shrugging them up to your ears, and then exhale. No neck, long neck. Using your breath with the movement. Last one. Coming to stand at the back of your mat, open up your arms and take them onto your lower back, stretching into your chest and pushing your hips forward. Then bending your knees, curve into your mid-back and reach your arms forward. Once again, taking the hands on the lower back, open up your chest, pushing the hips, and then bend your knees, stretch for your mid-back, reach the arms forward. Hands by your sides, preparing for your squat. So bringing the hips back, stretch your arms forward in front of you. Keeping the tailbone long, navel towards your spine. As you come up, drive through the glutes and the hamstrings. Shoulders are away from your ears. On the next one, take the arms up so the biceps are next to the ears. Start to contract into your upper back to pull the arms back behind you. Shoulders are down away from the ears. You're really going to feel this in your trapezius. Tailbone is long, abdominals are pulled in. Start to pulse. Keep squeezing. Make sure you have that deep bend in your knees. Last, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming all the way up, bring the arms back behind you and then rolling down. Crawling forward into your plank and then straight away rolling onto the edge of your left foot for your side plank. If you find that bending the bottom knee gives you more support, then go for it. Otherwise, just stacking the feet on top of each other and holding your side plank. Feel the work in that supporting arm and shoulder. Transfer over to the other side. So holding your plank, and just like the other side, there's the options to take the bottom knee down if that gives you more support. Otherwise, keep the feet stacked on top of each other and hold your left arm up to the ceiling. Transferring smoothly into your plank, bending your knees and coming to all fours. Reach your right arm forward, your left leg back, and then change over, left arm and then right leg. Keep your abdominals strong, feel the glutes in action here, and aiming for length rather than height. Feel that the back is really long and straight. Keeping the movements as stable as you possibly can by engaging your core. Next, bend your elbows, bringing your forearms down towards the mat. Your hips stay over your knees, and you're going to feel this in the backs of your arms. Double pulse. Keep bringing down as low as you can. Back of the neck is long. Using your exhale as you come down. Hook the toes under. Stretch back into your pike and then transfer into your plank. So here, driving the hips back, lengthening through the backs of the legs, and then coming forwards with your weight and feeling the strong work in your core and your arms and your legs. This is a stretch and strength exercise. On the next one, hold your pike and then bending your elbows, moving the forearms down towards the mat. Keep the elbows hugging in towards the body. So once again, feeling this in the backs of your arms, your triceps. Lowering down as far as you can for you. Keep using your breath. Last one. And then walk your hands back towards your feet, bending your knees and rolling all the way up to standing. Moving now back into your squats, taking the hips back, arms forward, abs engaged here. Shoulders are away from your ears. Sitting right back and then contracting your glutes as you rise up. Rise up onto your toes, find that balance and press the palms upwards and backwards behind you. So the palms are reaching up towards the ceiling and you're feeling this in the backs of your arms. Also, of course, in your core as you balance. Now double pulse, keep pressing, keep reaching, keep holding, you're doing really well. Last, 4, 3, 2, 1 and heels down, arms come back. Hands down by your sides as you roll all the way down, moving forwards into your plank. Then rolling onto the edge of your left foot for your side plank and taking your right arm and threading it through the gap for this twist. Stretching up to the ceiling and then thread it through as if you want to touch the wall behind you. If you need to take your bottom knee down to support you, then go ahead. You will really feel this in your supporting arm and also into your mid and upper back and of course your obliques. Full range of movement as smoothly as you can. This will be your last one. Then transferring through your plank and then onto the edge of the right foot for your side plank on the other side. And then threading through that twist with the left arm. Whoops. As you can see, I lost my balance there. It happens to me too. I'm not perfect. And let's stretch as much as you can up and then all the way through. Feeling how hard that supporting arm is working. And as you twist, feeling this in your back and side body. This will be your last one. Make it the best. And then coming back into your really strong plank. Bend your elbows, keep them close to the body and lower yourself slowly down to the mat in one movement. Unhook your toes and keeping the hands just beneath your shoulders, start to rise up just a little bit using the strength at the backs of your arms. Keeping your hip bones down on the mat, contracting into your glutes and squeezing the belly button in towards your spine. You'll feel this working into your triceps. Be aware that the back of the neck is long and keep the feet connected to the floor. Moving now through the last 2 and 1, coming all the way down so you're lying face down on the mat. Reach your right arm up and your left leg up at the same time and then switch over to the other side. While you're doing this, keep the glutes engaged, abs pulled in, and you're lifting up as high as you can. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears and keep reaching as long and as high as you can. This is the last one of the single counts. On the next one, hold your right arm up and pulse. So keep lifting and holding for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then change over to the other side. Same thing. And last 4, 3, 2, stretch 1 and release. Lift your thighs and chest off the mat. Start to kick the legs and the arms. You're working here, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears and contracting into the glutes. Lift up the legs and protect the lower back. Keep kicking, keep reaching. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Then at the same time, lift up your legs and your arms off the floor, using the strength of your upper back and your glutes. Getting up as high as you can. Reaching, shoulders down away from your ears, the neck is long. Relax and then press back into your child's pose, just releasing your lower back and stretching the arms forward. Coming to your knees and preparing for your press-ups. So bringing the chest down close towards the floor and then pressing back into your child's pose. Lowering down as one movement and then stretching back. 2 more of these. Exhaling as you come down. Again, think about keeping the spine long. You have the option here to keep with this particular exercise, or if you'd like to intensify, you have the option to come up into your plank, push back into your pike, and then bring the knees down and work into a press up. Again, so pushing the hips back into your pike, bringing the knees down, elbows out to the side for your press up. Even further advancement would be to come from your plank and work in your press up from your plank. Keep doing the option that suits you. Remember to listen to your body, to not force anything. Know the difference between good and bad pain. It's also important to do the exercise that suits you and your body and that you can control the alignment of. You're doing amazing. Let's go for 2 more wherever you're at. So this next one will be your last one before pressing back into your child's pose. Give your arms a rest and a stretch. From all fours, take your right arm up in the air, stretch it, and then thread it through underneath the left arm. As you reach up, stack the 2 shoulders in one line, and then bring it through as far as you can, full range of movement. Notice the work here in the mid-back area, the chest, and also that stretch into the shoulders. Last one. And then taking the hand down, getting ready to work on the other side. So left arm up, stretching also the neck as you look up and through. Inhale as you reach up, exhale as you bring it through. And making this the last one. Coming back to all fours. Hook your toes and have your knees underneath your hips. Lift your knees just 1 centimeter off the floor and just hover in that position, in that box shape. Squeeze your abs in tight, notice the strength in your arms, and then slide the right leg back and then the left leg back. So holding that box shape the whole time. Really notice that work in the shoulders, the arms, the glutes. Keep the abdominals engaged and the back flat, neck long. Use the breath to stay focused. Going for your last 2. At any point, if you need to take your knees down, it's no problem. And ready, let's come down and stretch into your arms. So child's pose. Coming back into your plank and then taking opposite hand to opposite shoulder. The idea here is to keep the hips as still as you can while maintaining that strong plank position. Keep the abdominals strong and glutes engaged, also being aware of your inner and outer thighs. Calming down and moving to a seated side position. Your 2 hips stacked in line with each other. And then bending your elbow so your forearm comes down close to the mat. You're really pressing against the whole of your body weight here, so it's actually quite challenging. Each time get the elbow as low as you can, exhale as you lower, and keep the collarbones broad. Push up through your side body and feel a stretch all the way from your right toes to your right fingers. Lift, stretch, and then release. Stretch your arms, stretch your shoulder, chest, side body, and release. One more time. And then moving over to do everything we just did on the other side. So sitting comfortably with your hips stacked on top of each other, adjust the hand so that when you bend your elbow and bring the forearm to the floor, you feel the work in the back of the arm as you push your body weight up. Getting your forearm as low as you can to the floor and pressing back up. Last one. And then pushing up again through the obliques, stretching this time the left arm over your head. Feel that space from your left toes to your left fingers. 2 more times, getting up as high as you can. Feeling yourself in sort of rainbow shape. Last one. For the work in the supporting arm. And release down. Come into your knees. Keeping the elbows close to the body and the palms facing up towards the ceiling, push the hands out. Reach them out to the sides as if you want to touch the walls at either side of the room. Keep the hands below shoulder height and use your breath to exhale each time you push out. At the beginning this feels quite easy, but after many reps you'll really notice this through the shoulders, through the biceps. Keep a lift through the crown of your head. The spine is long, collarbones are wide. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and start to circle the arms, going backwards. Small circles about the size of a side plate. Keep the arms straight and long. This time, the hands are in line with your shoulders. Keep that lift. I know as we get fatigued, we can start to sort of slouch a little bit, but keep that lift through the spine and then change so the circles come forwards. And this is when you really notice your arms now, how heavy they become. Just stick with it, keep using the breath. Not long to go. Just keep circling the arms forward. And you've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands together and elbows together. So you'll see here that there's no gap between my forearms. This is really important for this exercise. So imagine you're holding on to a £10 note or something in between your elbows. Keep lifting and then pressing down with your arms. Keep that squeeze, keep that resistance. Palms are pressing together, elbows are pressing together. And press down. Keep your focus and keep your attention by using your breath, particularly your exhale. Keep squeezing and pressing down for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Okay, this will be our last exercise in our arm workout today. So have your fingers facing towards your buttocks. Rise up so you're in a reverse tabletop position. Hold your hips still but bend your elbows so that you feel the work in this tricep dip. If you would like this exercise harder, you can take your feet further away, either into reverse plank or just further away from the body. Keep the collarbones wide. Bend your elbows as much as you can for 4, 3, 2, 1, and we have finished. Well done. You've done an amazing workout today. It's time to stretch. Take your left arm across the body, feeling a stretch in the back of your arm. And then switching over to the other side. Release. Take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, open the shoulders wide, stretch through your chest, and then leaning forward. Taking the arms up as high as you can, feeling that stretch in the shoulders. Release. Take the right hand behind the back, press down on the elbow. Feel this in the backs of your arms and switch over. Other side, left arm. Gentle pressure on the back of the elbow. Stretch open your arms. Take your head round in a circle to stretch your neck. Moving in the other direction. Keeping your spine long. Roll your shoulders open, stretch the chest. And then take the shoulders forward and curve the mid-back. Open and then rolling forwards. Open the chest, last one, roll forwards, curve your mid-back. Taking the shoulders back in those circles, all the way up to your ears, and forwards just like we did in the beginning. And come onto all fours. Take a circle with your hips, let those circles roll up to your shoulders and then change the direction, releasing your whole back, hips, shoulders, neck. Stretch your arms forward, keeping your hips exactly where they are, and then press the chest down towards the mat so you feel a stretch in the middle of your back. Bring the hands back to all fours, hook your toes under, lift up to your pike. Lengthen through the backs of the legs and the arms. Walking the hands back towards your feet and rolling all the way up to standing. Amazing, well done. You have finished today's Pilates class. Thank you for watching and please come here again soon.